Hi guys, Darth Deuces here, back with another Star Wars Vintage Collection figure review, and we've got the Vintage Collection Star Wars The Clone Wars Mandalorian Super Commando from, I guess, the most recent wave of Vintage Collection figures. I just got Riva and reviewed her. I guess she's part of the wave, and I got the Super Commando as well, and I wasn't expecting to get this guy so soon. Yeah, the pre-order just came through from GameStop Canada, and I'm really happy to have it. This is a figure I was definitely highly anticipating from this year. And I'm glad that we're getting all these different Mando army builders. We've previously gotten earlier this year, just very recently earlier this year, the Mandalorian Death Watch Mando, which I do have. And we've got this one. We've got the Death Watch, or not Death Watch, so we've got the Super Commando Captain coming, which I'm really looking forward to, and also the Death Watch Airborne Trooper, which I'm also very much looking forward to. Anyways, here he is in the packaging. Really nice card back, actually. You got the Clone Wars logo, Mandalorian Super Commando, the figure, and then a pretty nice image, I believe, taken right from the show. I don't believe that's artwork. I don't think. I'm pretty sure that's from the show. And on the back, legalese and all that stuff. You got the other figures that are kind of recently coming out, going to come out, or have come out. My last video was Riva. I'm hoping to definitely looking forward to that Darth Vader. I'll get Obi-Wan eventually. Probably get that Boba Fett at some point. I'm also planning to get that Anakin as well. So yeah, not too much else to talk about. Don't have to crack this one open because I actually have one loose already. I got two of these guys. And we'll be opening that one as well, but I want to keep them carded just for sake of ease. So here's the figure itself with none of the accessories on them or anything like that. And I really love the look of the Super Commandos, Darth Maul Super Commandos from the Clone Wars. I just think the gunmetal, the red and the black all looks really good on Mandalorian armor. And from what I can tell, I could be wrong, but I think this figure is entirely new mold. There might be some really slight reuse, like this forearm might be reused from one of the Mando figures, and the hands might be reused from the Mando figures. But aside from that, yeah, he's, I believe, all new sculpting, which is super cool. Hasbro has definitely nailed the Mando helmet. Ever since they did the Return of the Jedi Boba Fett last year, they have finally gotten it to look really, really good. And I absolutely love how that looks. I like all the emblems when I get this little black splash of paint on his, I'm gonna move this other way, wants to focus on that. Black splash of paint there on the helmet looks really good. I love the gunmetal. It's got this nice sheen, dark, shiny gray. It looks really good. The red is also really nice. It is a little sloppy on the edges here on the chest plate, unfortunately, but it's not too bad. And you also have little splashes of silver for some wear and tear on the armor as well, which I think is super cool. And he's got the gauntlets, which are looking good. He's got the, on his thighs, he's got working holsters for his accessories, which we'll get into in a moment. And he also got the boots and the shin armor, which again has some nice weathering and silver paint on there. And yeah, just overall, really nice looking figure. I mean, there's not a whole lot to talk about. You can see for yourself. It's good, and the proportions are all good. Yeah, I have no complaints with how this guy looks, aside from some sloppy paint here and there that could have been cleaned up, but it's not too bad. In terms of articulation, he has, I believe, a dumbbell joint in the neck, so he actually looks down quite a bit. It doesn't look up a ton. I would have liked to see a little more up motion if you want to get jetpack poses that might pose a little bit of a problem. With a rotation, you get some pivot. Shoulders move all the way out, and it's kind of cool. The shoulder pads are attached to a collar piece on the collar here at the top of the torso, so the shoulder pads don't get in the way of articulation at all. You can do whatever you want with the shoulders. Single hinges in the elbows move pretty deep, which is really good, and they rotate. And you have hinges on both wrists, and both wrists go up and down. I am super happy to see that. This guy has two pistols, like most Mandos end up having, and you gotta have these up and down on both the wrists, not on just one. So that's really nice. Good torso movement. It goes all the way around. Not too bad. Yeah, that's a swivel joint at the waist as well, which I feel like a little redundant because of this torso joint, but still they have that. The new ball hinge hips, which I still am very happy they're starting to do. Hindered maybe a little bit by the thigh armor, but not too bad. They kick forward all the way, go back a bit. You have swivel cuts at the thighs. Single hinge at the knee, which moves about 90. And you get hinges at the ankles, which move pretty good actually, and they pivot. So lots of great articulation. You can get this guy in a lot of great poses for sure. In terms of accessories, he comes with a decent amount of stuff. You do have the jetpack, of course. This very well could be reused from the Deathwatch Mando. I actually do believe it is. Let's bring him in here. I have him for a comparison. I do believe that's the same jetpack, so there's a bit of reuse there, but that's fine. I think this looks pretty much like the jetpacks I use. And then that just plugs in very securely onto the back. The jetpack thrusters do have little holes, so if you have the effect parts from the Boba Fett figure, the deluxe one that's coming out, / has come out, then you can use those for this jetpack if you want. Hopefully they maybe will put out more of those accessories with other Mando figures or jetpack figures. That'd be cool. Also comes with 2 pistols, 2 Clone Wars Mando style pistols. They're just cast in a flat gray, all the weapons are. It would have been nice to see some paint on them, but not a big deal. If I was to guess, I don't actually have my Bo-Katan figure here to compare. I actually probably should have brought her out. I would imagine these are the same pistols that she uses. And they can go in his hand. And those look pretty good. I don't have like the best pose going on now. Honestly, I will actually say I feel like the grip's just ever so slightly a little loose on the pistols, but that looks pretty good. And then you can store those in the holsters, I assume with no problems. They go in there actually really securely. Yeah, no problem there. They go in really securely. That looks good. And then lastly, you actually also get, the rifle that they use in the Clone Wars show, which is awesome. I'm really happy they included this rifle because a fair amount of them use it in the show. And we don't usually get this accessory too much. I think maybe something like this was included way back when they did that Deathwatch 4-pack, but it was only like a slightly bigger version of the pistol. And this is like significantly bigger than the pistol, which I like. It's actually like rifle sized. So I take the pistol out. You'll see there's a massive size difference there. So that's really cool. And you can get him to hold that. Probably no problem. The grip is bigger than the pistols. Yeah, he holds that no problem. So that's cool. And I'm sure you can get pretty good. Oh yeah, you can definitely get really good aiming poses out of this guy with all the articulation he has. Yeah, look at that. That's really cool. So that's cool. Yeah, I like that a lot. One thing to keep in mind, I guess, because the grip of the rifle is larger than the pistols, it's going to stretch his hand out. So you might have to use hot water to re-mold his hand if you want him to hold the pistols again. But yeah, that's awesome. Absolutely love this. Yeah, he's really nice. Really nice. Let's get in a little closer here. Do some quick comparisons. I guess the most appropriate one is the Clone Wars Darth Maul from last year. And they look really good together. I'm definitely probably going to have my 2 Super Commandos flanking Darth Maul on the shelf. And eventually the Captain as well. So that's awesome. Those look good together. And then with a few other Mando figures that are kind of similar figures, we've got the Return of the Jedi Boba Fett from last year. You can see kind of how they're similar. And then also the recent Deathwatch Mando, who's actually the tallest of the bunch. But yeah, they all look like they're Mandos, and they all look like they generally fit together, but they all are radically different colors. But yeah, awesome. I'm absolutely super thrilled how many different Mandalorian figures we're getting right now in the 3 1/4-inch line. And the 6-inch line too, I guess. But yeah, absolutely love this figure. This is really nice. This might make my top 10 of the year. We'll see. Time will tell. But yeah, I really like this figure a lot. If you are collecting the vintage collection, and especially if you are collecting Mandalorian figures, I think this is definitely a must-buy. You definitely got to get at least one of these guys. I got 2 of them, and I'm content with the 2. I probably won't bother ordering anymore, but if I ever come across any more in the store, I'll probably pick them up, get a small squad going, because these are really nice. And I got nothing really bad to say. Anyway, that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And I will see you all in the next one. May the Force be with you.